half a year or more away from racing.
Yeah.
Your rivals will have hoped it's thrown you off your stride, but is half a year off to refresh, recoup, regenerate literally the last thing your rivals needed?
Yeah, time will tell, won't it? I don't want to say too much until I get in the car, but hopefully my driving will reflect the true answer to that. But what I can say is that I've been able to really utilize this time. It's not been a waste of time for me. It's not been fun and games and playing, and it's been a time of real focus, being really present, understanding what is happening around us worldwide with the pandemic. It's understanding what's happening with this movement. It's educating myself, working on this Hamilton Commission that I put together. The idea came in December, so it just so happened that the Black Lives Movement came into place, and I got to announce it along with it, and it's a perfect time really for it. And then working with global goals on education, and also focus on working in London for underprivileged kids. So there's been a lot of work going on, and otherwise staying fit. I've had certain mild injuries over time, which have now healed, and they never heal when I'm in the season or during the off season. So it's amazing to get those past. So yeah, I mean, I feel more complete than I was, particularly at the start of the year. So hope that reflects in my driving.
What do you think could stand in your way between a 7th world title this year?
COVID. It's the only thing that really is really kind of the thing that mainly stands in mind. But of course, we've got the crazy battle of a shorter season, more intense, more compact season, which is going to be demanding on my team. It's going to be demanding on us drivers, and there's not going to be enough time, the same amount of time for development through the year. So how we analyze every week from the couple of days in between races, and how we bounce back and lift up, all these different things. It's going to be a challenge of the mind and the body, I would say, more than any other season before. But that's what we exist to do. I think everyone's fresh and ready to go. It's just making sure that we're not slow out the gates. It's making sure that we're starting the right foot, and we're sprinting from the get-go.
You spoke about it earlier, of course, the Black Lives Matter movement. We have the We Race as One with Formula One this season, your commission. How proud are you to see the world as one sort of moving forward? Many of us are trying to educate ourselves better, to gain a better level of understanding, so that as a sport, as a society, we can be, I guess, part of the solution rather than being blind to it.
Yeah. Well, firstly, I want to acknowledge, I know that you had made a comment in the past, and I want to acknowledge you for being brave and being open and speaking out. And it's great to see that there are people. I know there are those, particularly white people, who are not really sure what to say, and that's why it's about just educating us. Just taking a moment to educate yourself, understanding what this is about. Of course, all lives matter, and white lives do matter. But in this scenario, it's the fact that black lives appear not to matter around the world, and there still is so much oppression of black people. There's still a lot of ripple effects coming from the slavery days. My grandparents were with the Windrush generation that came to the UK, that helped rebuild the UK after the Second World War. So there's so much there, and during this period of time, seeing George die, there's been a lot of anger and pain that's been boiling for years in the black community that just came out of a lot of people. And it's great to see people from all walks of life, people not being so narrow-minded and defensive, and being open to say, you know what, I want to be a part. I'm anti-racist. I want to be a part of the movement moving forwards. And I went on the march in London, and there were all coloured people with me, white, black, and everything in between. And that brought a lot of warmth to my heart. A lot of my fans have messaged in. Did a video the other day, and again, people from different backgrounds just being open and saying, look, we are one race at the end of the day, and we need to pull together. And it's great. I can't tell you how proud I am to see Mercedes standing with me and standing with the whole message of equality and inclusivity, you know, doing the car black. That's huge. You know, Mercedes have been the silver arrows for years. This is not something you would ever expect from Mercedes, but they are about being with, you know, they can't change the past, they acknowledge the past, and but they want to be a part of helping shift the future for a better time, and it's great that Formula One have also done that. So
Thank you very much, Lewis.